Albert Salazar, and I'm from BSH and 3D, and now I am performing the oral assessment for the front office. And the number one question is, what are the sub-units of the front office? Briefly explain their responsibilities. So the number one is front desk. They are responsible for the welcoming the guests, and also they are the frontliner of the hotel. The number two is reservation section. They are in charge for the reservation of rooms of the guests. The number three is bell service. They are assigned for guest assistance. The number four is the front office cashier. They are in charge and they are responsible for the bills of the guests. Number five is concierge. They are responsible for tickets and etc. The number six in airport and transport of the guest assistants. They are in charge of guest transportation from the airport to the hotel. The number seven is business center. They are responsible for private transactions are being tackled. Number two, what are the two activities in the pre-arrival phase? And what do you think in the importance of the cycle? These are the room assignment and the updating guest profile. Of course, kapag yung guest po is mag-fill up pala po ng for checking in po sa hotel, syempre po the front desk are responsible for the guest details. So syempre po kailangan po nila muna sagutan yung mga kailangan pong details para po mismo doon sa guest bago po tayo mag-room assignment para sa kanila. And for the updating guest profile, sobrang halaga po nito kasi dito po tayo magbe-base if ever po na magkaroon po ng problem or incident na hindi natin inaasahan. So, madali po natin silang mako-contact, madali po natin silang mako-communicate dahil po dito sa guest profile na to. And doon po tayo magbe-base sa lahat po ng mga bagay po na pwedeng mangyari if ever po. Number 3, differentiate a guaranteed reservation from a tentative reservation. So, before checking in the guests, they will call us for reservation. And for the reservation, may mga steps po yan. So kailangan po natin kunan yung mga important details nila, which is the name, contact number, email, and everything na details na kailangan para sa guest. And of course, before we end the conversation, kailangan po natin humbly asking for they want if they want to guarantee their reservation. Dapat po sa maayos na paraan, sa maayos na way natin i-ask if they want to guarantee their reservation. And if they want to guarantee their reservation, kailangan po natin kunin yung details ng card nila. Syempre, ayun po yung gagamitin nila pambayad, yung credit card nila. Pwedeng Visa or other credit cards or kung ano man po yung gusto nilang gamitin. Kailangan po natin kunin yung credit card details nila, kung kailan po mag-expire, etc. So, ayun po. Number 4, explain the steps in the registration process of the guest. So, the number 1 is greet the guest. So, yun po, don't forget to always smile, friendly introduction, and make an eye contact. Syempre po kailangan every time po na nakikipag-usap po tayo sa guest natin, we need to be always polite and always wearing a smile. So parang may encourage po sila na may pag-usap po sa atin na maayos. Syempre kailangan po yung vibe natin parang friendly, and yung basta po yung hindi po maiilang yung guest sa atin or maiinis. Syempre po kailangan din natin mag-eye contact para po makita nila yung sincerity natin kung paano po tayo makipag-usap sa kanila. So the number 2, inquire the last name or first name of the guest. Search for the reservation record and print registration. Syempre po bago po natin i-confirm yung reservation nila, kailangan po muna natin i-check yung pangalan ng guest, kung mag-appear po yung sa may monitor, bago po tayo mag-print out ng panibagong information ng guest natin, and bago po natin i-confirm yung reservation nila. Mahalaga po to kasi para po hindi po malito yun sa may front desk, para po ma-check nila kung ano oras po mag-check-in, kung ano oras po mag-check out. Kailangan po nila alamin yung details ng guest, kailangan po nila hanapin yung para hindi po magpatong-patong at hindi po magkalito-lito dun sa reservation. So the number 3 is request ID for proof, local guest, and the passport visa details for the foreigners. So parang sinasabi po dito is that for the local guests, we need to the guests need to present a ID or valid IDs, and for the foreign naman po, kailangan po nila mag-present ng passport nila, passport ID po nila. This is for the proof po, para po sa reservation nila, para po mag-guarantee or para po ma-confirm. So, the number 4 is the visa details. Katulad po ng sinabi ko before na ayun nga po, kailangan po natin kunin yung credit card details nila, yung kung kailan po mag-expire, etc. The number 5 is the method of payment, kung paano po nila babayaran yung payment nila para po sa reservation nila. And lastly is the registration card. Bago po tayo mag-release ng key room, kailangan po muna natin alamin, kailangan po muna natin i-confirm if they already signed the card. Kailangan po muna natin alamin kung napirmahan po ba nila yung card na para po sa registration, which is the registration card, bago po tayo mag-issue ng key card or ng key room. Number 5. The number 5 question is briefly explain the procedures of rooming the guest and also its importance in making an impression. So, syempre po bago po tayo mag-room procedure, kailangan po nating or the room procedure of the guest. Yun po, kailangan po muna natin. The first step is the leave the DNB, do not disturb or rooms undisturbed. The number 2 is knock the door with knuckle and announce in a pleasant voice is this is the housekeeping. The number 3 is wait for the 5 seconds, wait for the guest's response, and if the guest has no response, announce the same again. And is there no answer in the second time too, this is the time to open the door with the key and enter the room. So, if the guest found sleeping, withdraw from the room quietly. And in case the guest answered, ask politely when would he like to service the room. In case the guest wants it later, acknowledge his or her reply, and withdraw from the room. The last step is if the housekeeping work is a progress and the guest returns from outside, greet him and ask him if the guest would like to return in the sometime. So, parang ang sinasabi ko dito is, syempre po from the rooming the guest, syempre po the housekeeping will ask if the guests wants to clean their room, to fix their room and everything. Syempre po, kung ano man po yung magiging guest response, kung ano man po yung sasabihin nila, kailangan po natin i-acknowledge yun. And kailangan po natin kailangan din po natin itanong kung anong oras po nila gusto na bumalik tayo para linisin yung room natin. Kailangan po we are asking for them in a politely way po, in a pleasant voice po palagi, para hindi po magiging disrespect para sa kanila, sa mga guests natin.